Wanya back inside the wrestling basement, coming at you with another great ass episode of What to Expect Friday Night Smackdown edition, and pretty much telling y'all what the hell we pretty much gonna see tonight. Hey, without further ado, let's jump right into it. First up, we got the continuation of the storyline between John Morrison and The Miz versus Mr. Money in the Bank Otis. Now, let me tell you how this shit pretty much gonna go down tonight. Basically, we all know Miz and Morrison want the Money in the Bank contract, and The Miz, since he is in Hollywood, he calls himself having all this pull, in which more than likely they're expecting to get that briefcase off of Otis. And honestly, I'm not going to be upset about it because Otis ain't attempted to cash that bitch in. I mean, you got to think, it's Braun Strowman defeating Roman Reigns was the world champion, as far as him having the briefcase, and he ain't tried to attempt that shit not once. He's obviously going to cash in unsuccessfully anyway, so to avoid him looking bad, shit, get that bitch to John Morrison and The Miz, and since they are heels, the blow as far as them failing to cash in won't be as bad. The Miz could very well get it and make history because The Miz successfully cashed in the first time, and the second time, if he do decide to beat Otis and take the contract, then he'll be unsuccessful. So he'll be the first man to win it twice, CM Punk and Edge. But in The Miz point, he can be the first man to win it and, successfully cash in, then win it and not, cashing in successfully. So that's pretty much the direction that they're going to go in tonight as far as the Money in the Bank contract briefcase. But if John Morrison get it, I feel as though both of those superstars will, at least give it a fair shake against Roman Reigns, because if Roman Reigns go against The Miz and John Morrison, heel versus heel, and he low blow them, they just give him more heat, and establish him more as a heel. So more than likely, we can definitely expect the storyline for the Money in the Bank contract between Otis, John Morrison, and The Miz to continue tonight, Friday Night Smackdown. Also, we seen at the pay-per-view, Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro retain the Smackdown Tag Team Champions. Of course, they defeat the Lucha House Party. That ain't shit surprising. Hell, I can defeat the Lucha House Party, but since they have defeated them, who is next to challenge them? The Street Profits, they done defeated Angel Garza and Andrade for $1 million in one time. So it's pretty much pointing at the WWE, the storyline wise, they definitely pointing into the direction of unifying the champion, because like I said, the Street Profits, shit, they ain't tired of giving out smoke, but hell, ain't nobody in hell in the shit. Then you got Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro, which they should have been down world champion plenty of times. So they pretty much don't have no direction for a tag division tonight. If they try to spark up this Lucha House Party shit again for the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, I'm going to turn that shit off. So they got to come up with some new shit as far as the SmackDown Tag Team Champions tonight. I don't know what the fuck they expect. But I know something that we can all expect to see Sami Zayn show his ass up on Friday Night SmackDown and, pretty much stunning, finessing, and flexing with them two Intercontinental Champions that he got now. Going back to my last point, Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro, they were pretty much shitting on Sami Zayn when he returned. They'll call him a fake champion. So now, is it safe to say Sami Zayn is back in the champion circle alongside Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro? Because neither one of those superstars got a mouthpiece, and Sami Zayn got the perfect mouthpiece. I can see Sami Zayn on TV, and I know backstage his ass is really annoying, so I love to see those three superstars get back together, championship circle type shit, and just be a heel trio stable with all the championship gold on Friday Night SmackDown. So as far as, the Intercontinental Champion, the WWE on tonight, they're definitely going to plant seeds in, AJ Styles versus Jeff Hardy, who face Sami Zayn at the up-and-coming pay-per-view. That shit we already know to expect, and more than likely, it's definitely going to be Jeff Hardy getting another shot at the Intercontinental Champion. I can see Sami Zayn and Jeff Hardy for the IC Champion, a rightful one-on-one Intercontinental Championship match between the two superstars. Then we'll really see who is the real deal Intercontinental Champion, because that ladder match, that ladder match for the Intercontinental Champion, that shit really don't mean nothing on Jeff Hardy, repertoire, his damn stats, because it's a ladder match. Anybody can lose a fucking ladder match. We all know whenever it's a triple threat ladder match, the champion got a strong chance of losing it, and they still don't look bad. So we can expect to see that tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. Also, it's been confirmed by WWE themselves that Kevin Owens is hosting a special edition of the KO show on Friday Night SmackDown. Now, his guest is Alexa Bliss, and regardless of how this situation go, Kevin Owens' ass is not walking out of that bitch unharmed. His ass is getting touched tonight. He think he finna host an episode of Kevin Owens with Alexa Bliss. Let me tell you exactly what we can expect from this whole segment now. Kevin Owens, we know whenever it's a talk show, they like to, pretty much plant seeds into storyline wise, and he gonna get on there. He gonna try to talk about Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Now, watch this shit. Watch this, the shit that happened. He gonna get on there tonight and try to talk shit about, Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss friendship, like he had just stabbed Sami Zayn in his back when he won the NXT World Heavyweight Champion. But that's the hypocritical shit that they try to make us not, well, most of us don't realize. But he gonna talk about the Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss storyline, how she turned to her best friend like he ain't done this shit before. Then he gonna fuck around and mention the Fiend, and either the Fiend gonna come out there and put that claw on his ass, or he pretty much gonna be setting himself up for a match against the Fiend. And since, the draft right around the corner, this pretty much confirms that Kevin Owens is now being traded to the blue brand of Friday Night SmackDown. So, as far as this, he can either go out to Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Champion, that being Kevin Owens, or he say the wrong shit tonight on the Kevin Owens show and the Fiend come out there and put his ass down. So, we can pretty much expect to see that tonight as far as this special edition of the KO show featuring Sister Abigail, Alexa Bliss. I'm still bound and determined that she's definitely going to be Sister Abigail. Also, we got the SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley now. She done kicked everybody's ass. The same with Asuka. They done kicked everybody's ass but Charlotte Flair. You got a couple superstars like Bianca Belair, Naomi. It's some great superstars out there that they're not giving championship opportunities to. Like, tonight as far as Bayley, we definitely see them, aiming for the Sasha Banks versus Bayley in whatever the next pay-per-view is or the one after that one. I feel as though as far as Bayley reign as the SmackDown Women's Champion, I don't think it's been a year quite yet, so I think she probably got like another title defense so she can break that year mark, and then she go on and lose that bitch to Sasha Banks. But tonight, we can definitely expect Bayley to come out there talking her shit like she always do, and we could very well see Sasha Banks come out there and get her ass beat again, but we can definitely expect to see the SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley putting herself over as always. And last and certainly not least, we got a segment with the big dog, the tribal chief, Roman Reigns, alongside Paul Heyman. Now, as far as this big announcement, they're calling it the tribal chief, crowning of Roman Reigns. More like, we can clearly read through the bullshit. He's finna put himself over on the microphone. He finna talk his shit. He attack his one-on-one. They finna put themselves on the damn pedestal. And, he finna take his rightful throne as the tribal chief of Friday Night SmackDown. And overall, Roman Reigns' heel turn, it's been good shit, I would have to say. The storyline between him and his cousins, I liked it that as far as the last pay-per-view when he defeated Jey Uso. I think it was a good touch, and like I said in a previous video, don't think that this finna be no whole segment where Roman Reigns beat his cousin's ass. No, that ain't finna be the case because, like I said, Roman Reigns, even though he may be a heel, normal heels, they have a couple allies. Roman Reigns don't got nobody but his cousin, so he might well jump up off that shit and, let them boys heal and recover, because he's going to need their ass, because it's going to be motherfuckers gunning after him. Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, they had his back door in the Shield, but ain't nobody can come out there and help his ass but the Usos. So, as far as, tonight on Friday Night SmackDown, depending on how hurt Jey Uso, well, Jimmy Uso really is, he could very well come out there and interrupt it and Roman Reigns low blow him. There'll be some great heel shit as far as this tribal chief crowning of Roman Reigns on Friday Night SmackDown, but we can pretty much expect that to be the start of tonight's show. So, with that being the end of what we can expect to see tonight on Friday Night SmackDown, feel free to smash that like button, super kick subscribe button, comment down below, and hit that bell notification. Till next time, this is the Wrestling Basement.